Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. New Hampshire cities and towns are facing significant budget shortfalls and possible reductions in public services and layoffs, some of which are already happening. Here are the numbers from a survey just completed by the New Hampshire Municipal Association. 52 responses came back, and you can see average projected budget shortfall of $426,342 as of December 31st, and COVID expenses projected shortfall $19 million as of October 15th. And then there is the expected cuts in town and city services if there is no financial assistance from the federal government and no more from state government. And here are the items in the municipal actions and functions significantly impacted by the shortfall, and look at them. You can see from increased fees down to reduced sanitation, safety, police, fire, EMS, social services, public services, libraries, recreation, layoff of employees, hiring freeze, closed facilities, and so forth. That is what you call significant. And then there are the layoffs that have already happened in some cases and are projected to continue to happen. And here's that graphic. Estimated, the orange is the projected to occur August to December, and the blue is actual cuts made April to July. And you can see the big bar is blue. With me to talk about this is the Executive Director of the New Hampshire Municipal Association, Margaret Burns. Welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to have you. I've looked at your surveys of New Hampshire towns and cities from April and July, and it's clear you're watching this like a hawk. Overall, what are your surveys really telling you?
Well, I think what the survey is telling us is really what we suspected, and that is in part that one of the biggest concerns is a decrease in property tax revenues, so an increase in property tax delinquencies. And while the survey shows that as of the July tax bills, those collections seem to be on track, the real concern we're hearing from cities and towns is the future. So property tax impacts are sort of long-term and significant. They're coming down the road. Well,
you've tied right into the next graphic, and let's go to that. And here is the tax delinquency projected to increase with December billings, and you can see in the blue, that's 80% yes. That is big.
It is. And as you know, Fred, we are a state that relies heavily on property tax revenues. It's not that towns and cities don't have fees and other things like that, but property tax revenues are the basis of the state and the basis of the municipal budget. So that concern is significant.
I know small business of communities have authorized tax payment agreements and interest abatements. So there's at least that. Your survey forecasts a potential decline in commercial property values, which would impact all taxpayers, right?
That is correct. The communities that have a strong commercial tax base are very concerned about seeing a potential decline there.
So even if the towns and cities receive federal assistance, which it doesn't look like they're going to get in the most recent bill now before Congress, it can't be used for revenue shortfalls, as you know. So it appears there are only about three other sources. The state of New Hampshire, which has already given you some money, given the cities and towns some money, cuts, or higher fees. Is that right?
That's correct. So you're going to see municipal cuts. You may see property taxes increase. And as far as looking to the state, there are such restrictions even on the CARES Act money that's already come into the state, that's been allocated to cities and towns, that money can only be used for very particular purposes and can only be used to reimburse for COVID expenses, cannot be used to reimburse for any revenue shortfalls.
And of course, your association depends on member cities and towns for paying your operation, right?
Absolutely. We are 234 members strong.
Well, thank you, Margaret Burns. All too short on a complicated subject, but one that's so important to all of the taxpayers in these cities and towns. Thanks a lot for being on New Hampshire's Business. If you missed part of this interview, you can go to WMUR.com, click on local news, and then scroll down to New Hampshire's Business.